We're out here.
You can just go.
I look like a big fat seal.
Yeah, my name's on the building. This is mine.
Hawaii, the thing you can do there is swim with manta rays. We kept seeing it and talked to a bunch of people, and then everybody we talked to was like, you gotta swim the manta rays. It's this and then it's that. And it's like, okay, fine. I thought, hey, it'd be cool to do that anyway. So let's go ahead and do it. So we did it. And I was out on a small boat. I've never been on a boat that small. I've only ever been on fishing boats where they're really big. So we leave in the evening. It's just at around sunset, so the heat of the day is still occurring, so that makes the wind blow and that makes the ocean wavy. So running out there, I took Dramamine because I was like, the worst that'll happen is I take Dramamine and I'll just, nothing will happen and I'll just be sleepy or whatever. It won't hurt anything. Glad I did. Very choppy run out there. It's just the nature of the game. So there's rope on the side of the boat. That's the way the boat is set up. I don't even know if I got a good video. I kind of have video of the boat. And I hold on to the center console and I'm just like focusing on my breathing, just trying to keep myself calm because I am nervous of being on a little boat like that. And you're literally just bouncing for it feels like you're going to be doing this for the rest of your life. But it was probably 10, 15 minutes of a run. And then you're there. So the next thing, you get put in, you have a float that has a big light on it, and that's what attracts all of the stuff from the ocean, and the stuff from the ocean, the plankton and small creatures that the manta ray eats. So it comes up. I'll just refer to it as she, because we only saw one manta ray. Her name was Pua, which means flower. Beautiful creature. We'll get to that in a minute. So I'll just refer to her as she. She's already starting to move around once the light is put out. So he goes through his spiel of telling us about the manta ray as Azure. I forgot the name of the guy. His name started with a K. Real good guy. Tip your people. Whenever you do something like this, just see the price and then factor in 20%, so that way you know, okay, that's how much to tip. You may want to tip more. That's obviously it's great for them. So I would always say, and I would highly recommend Liquid Hawaii. I don't know if I said that already or not. Liquid Hawaii. I'll put the link in the description. Liquid Hawaii. Great crew. He knew his way. He knew his boat really well. She knows the water like a fish. She was swimming around. She's great. And she loves the manta rays, and it showed. And she was just talking about look at how she was referring to her as a baby, because the manta ray was a baby. We'll get to that. I've never been about that small, so I'm I'm fine, but I'm just like trying to keep my cool as much as I can. I'm just doing as meditation, just breathing through the nose, just steady, even breaths, just try to keep myself calm, because I'm like, I don't know if I don't feel like seasick or anything like that, but I'm afraid I'm just gonna look out and my brain's just gonna go wacky. So first thing you got to do, you got to get to that float, so that way you can hold on to it, and you just literally just hold on and just float, and don't kick or don't move. You just hold on and just your body's going to float naturally. So you have a snorkel on and you're just sitting there breathing and watching. You'll hear me because when you fall off the boat, hold on to your mask and snorkel. They give you a pool noodle so you can float better. And I have my mask. You should just push and then just fall into the water. I didn't do that. And my mask, the second I hit the water, my mask just flies. I can feel my mask fly. I don't know how I had the wherewithal to my right hand just instantly went up and grabbed it. And I have the pool noodle in, so I'm trying to float. And you fall down. When you fall into the water, you go a little bit under the water, right? That's just the way it happens. So I come back up and I have the mask in my hand, and I know that I'm facing out and the boat is behind me. So I instantly just push around to turn, and I look up, and the guy's like, The guy looks at me and he's like, oh. So my eyes must have been the size of dinner plates because I'm just looking at him, and then he just calmly, that's why I say he's a good guy, good crew. It's very important that you have somebody like that that can just, he just looked down and he put his hands like, okay, grab my hand, and he just leaned down and he grabbed my hand. And after a few moments, I could feel that, okay, I calmed down, and I have it on video, but it's just like so that's this video here. So we'll put that here, me going. So after a few minutes, he puts down the ladder and I climb up onto the ladder. I'm holding on, and he gets Azure to come around and escort me to, so Azure gets me back into the water. I lay back, and she's like, puts me towards the waves so the waves go over. She, like I said, great crew. She knows what she's doing. She's great. Liquid Hawaii. There's not an ad. We paid full price for it, and we tipped. So don't think there's an ad. But going to the water, we're in the water. She gets me to get face down, and she literally just has me out, have my hands out. And because you're in water, you can push things, and things are lighter. No, it's the way that water works, right? So she was able to just grab me and pull me over to where you watch manatee. Or I keep wanting to call them manatees, and it's manta ray. They're two separate creatures. Manatee is a mammal. Manta ray is a type of ray, or a fish. It breathes through the water. It has gills. Just the mana, that's my problem. Now, get into the water. Getting to the water was an adventure. Getting over to the thing, which is about 7-8 yards from the back of the boat. They just have it on a tether with a giant light, and it's just like a surfboard shaped thing. It might be a surfboard. I didn't really get a good look at it. I was more concerned about like not being sick on the boat. But you get on and you just float, and you look down, you have your snorkel in, and you watch, in this case, our manta ray Pua. She was just doing circles and swimming around and feeding, because all that light attracts all the plankton and everything that comes up, and you just watch her. So I have some video of me seeing it. I have my little DJI camera. It's not the same one, but it's one like this. I just have a neck mount. I think it may have gotten moved a little bit just out of the franticness of everything that was going on at the beginning. But you can't see the manta ray a little bit. But it's a really cool experience if you're really into like swimming in the ocean and like scuba diving or stuff like that. This would be your jam 100%. I'm so glad I did it. Would I do it again? I don't know. Maybe in the moment, maybe I'll feel more confident. Maybe because this was our last night in Hawaii. So then we were leaving in like 25 or 26 hours from then. So we're in the water. It's great. I enjoyed it. Let's look at the manta ray now. Let's just see what video I got of the manta ray. She's like this, and it was a small one. She was a juvenile, I think. Azure said she was around 2 or 3 years old, between 6 and 8 feet of a wingspan. And you hold on, and you're there for about 45, 50 minutes. So my arms did get tired, because my arm was hanging on when I was hanging on off the side of the boat. But I got tired. My hands were getting tired from even just holding on like this, because I'm holding on like trying not to white knuckle it. So I would literally just put my hand in between, put my arm so I let my hand rest, and I would do either side a few times. And the manta ray would rub against you, and it's a little bit rougher, more like a shark than a ray. If you touch a stingray, they're usually really silky smooth, typically, or at least the ones in the Gulf of Mexico. They're smooth. This one was a bit rougher, but she's giant, and she's not a full grown. They get to be about 12 to 14. The females can get up to 17 feet in wingspan, which is ginormous. Anyway, let's go into the water and see what we can see of the manta ray pua. And all the little fish you see around are called blue trevally. There's different types of trevally around. These are the blue ones. They do get big, but these are babies. These are between, 4 and 8 inches or so. So these are the small ones. They get much larger, but they're really interesting looking fish, and they were not scared of humans at all. They were surrounding me like mosquitoes or flies the whole time, and weren't even bothered by me at all, which is fascinating. to wrap it up, Azure was out there too with us. She was talking about it, and she was telling us about the manta rays, which is fascinating. She knew her way around. She's great. She was taking video, so she has some video. I'm going to end the video with hers because hers are straight on. Mine were just kind of like looking over my shoulder almost with the snorkel in the way. I didn't factor in the snorkel. So this is her video. And remember, Liquid Hawaii, it links in the description. I think they're great. I would highly recommend them above anybody else.